All right, so the election, in midterm election in America, is in about 2 days, I believe. It's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, so 3 days. 3 days until the midterms. I'm just going to say this. Right now, it's looking pretty close. It's looking pretty close in a few states, Senate-wise. West Virginia, Indiana, North Dakota, Missouri. Those states are going to determine the Senate. They're going to determine it. House, I'm not so sure. I don't know what's going to happen in the House. Governors, we don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, when I come to America from Canada, I go to New York. You know, New York is pretty Democrat. Unfortunately, Cuomo is going to probably win as governor. I would not want that in a million years. I do believe that the people in New York could humiliate him. The people in Staten Island, Niagara County, Long Island, those places, those areas that voted for Donald Trump, they could come out and humiliate Cuomo, humiliate that you-know-what so badly. He'll be crying in his mama's basement. He will be so humiliated. He will lose. If he were to lose Staten Island, Niagara County, those kind of places, it would be very close. Let's not even count New York. Let's just hope that the people of Staten Island who supported Donald Trump will come out and support Mark Molinaro and support him big time. You'd be a fool if you don't. But I'm going to say this. See, if the Republicans don't win in the Senate, don't win in the House, don't win the governor's race, if they don't win them big, then you can blame one set of people in America. I give you permission, if the Republicans don't sweep the Senate, don't sweep Indiana, sweep West Virginia, sweep Missouri, the governor's race, House of Representatives, you can blame black people for that. I give you permission, white man. White man in Georgia, white man out there in Texas, white man out there in Missouri, white man out there in West Virginia. I give you permission to lay the blame squarely on black people and their foolishness. Now, I'll tell you why I say it would be foolish and stupid for a black person in America. Black American. Now, I'm not saying black immigrant. I'm saying black American who can trace his ancestors back to slavery. For a black person in the United States to vote for a Democrat, why, that would be the dumbest, stupidest thing ever. One reason, and one reason only: illegal immigration. Now, Democrats, the liberals, the Democrats, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, those two, Maxine Waters, all those idiots out there, they are not looking out for black people. Let's just put it that they're not looking for any Americans, white, black, nothing. You are an American. You go to work. You go to the factory. You go to to own a business. You deliver papers, or you shine shoes. Democrats are not looking out for you. They are looking out for one set of people and one set of people only: illegal immigrants. Illegal immigrants. Now, the white man in America has enough sense to know that this is his country. This is his country, from Maine all the way down to California. This is his country. America, it's his country. It's his. It's his 100%. The white man knows that. The white man knows that. He's going to defend it to the last dog dies. But the black man doesn't feel that America's his country. Even though the black man can trace his lineage in America all the way back to George Washington. He may have been a slave, but I feel that it would be even more his country, because if he's brought here against his will, forced to pick cotton and do all sorts of other stuff, this is his country. There's nowhere else for him to go. There's no Africa, there's no Jamaica, there's no Trinidad, there's no nothing. It's America. America. There are two sets of people who can claim, or three sets of people who can claim America: the white man, the black man, and the native. Now, the white man has enough common sense to fight for America. The native tried to fight but lost. The black man doesn't fight for America. And the black man is actually fighting for the illegal. And I'm going to tell you something. Now, you see the white people out there, they're always going on about illegals. Oh, let's build a wall. Build a wall. I'm voting for Trump. I don't want these illegals taking my jobs. But let me tell you something. And I hope black people are listening to me. The illegal from Mexico, from Honduras, from Guatemala, all these places, the illegal is a bigger threat to the black man in America than the white man. A much bigger threat. Huge. He is going to destroy the black man. He's going to force the black man to go pack up his children and go live under a bridge. He couldn't even shine shoes if the illegal comes here. Because the illegal will take the shoe shining job. The illegal will take all those jobs that the black man used to do. Now, unfortunately, you know, you can blame history, you can blame slavery, you can blame anything you want. The black man in America usually takes jobs that other people don't want. That's usually how it's been in America. They usually are the ones that are driving the taxi, driving the bus, driving the subway, up and down New York City, doing all sorts of these menial labor jobs. It's just the fact. I don't know. You can blame what you want to blame. You can blame a slave. You can blame laziness. You can blame uneducated. I don't care. That's just how it's usually been. It's usually been like that in America, and it's sad. It needs to stop too. Black people need to start opening business. But we'll talk about that later. That's usually what's happening. Now, the white person who used to hire the black man to do those menial tasks, he's saying to himself, I can hire the illegal for way less money. I don't have to hire this black man with his nappy head, his dusty, bad. I don't want to hire him. He can go back to Harlem. He can go back to Watts. He can go back to Chicago. He can go back to Detroit. I'm going to hire the illegal. I'm going to hire him to do all this. Half the price. Less than half the price. The black man can stay where he is. Now, someone with sense and someone with honor would say, hell no. There is no way I'm letting any illegal. I don't want nothing to do with these. These illegals are not coming into my country. I'm going to help build that wall. I'm going to help. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Just like the white man. I'm going to help the white man build that wall. I'm going to help Donald Trump build that wall. I'm going to do it. I ain't going to let some illegal from some Honduras or some Guatemala or Mexico take my job away. You must be out of your mind. Well, the black man doesn't do that. The black man doesn't do that. Now, I will give you that the fact there are a lot of black people who are turning against the Democrats in droves, and it has them scared. These white Democrats, Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, all these Harry Reid, all these people who used to have black, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, you got black people, they're leaving, but not a lot of them. And we have to say how it's true. It's true. It's true. It's sad, but it's true. There's still a lot of black people out there who go home thanking God for Hillary Clinton, thanking God for Nancy Pelosi, who is actually who's probably funding a caravan to take illegals to America to take black people's jobs. Can you imagine that? And black people say, thank God for this? I mean, how stupid, how big of a fool. I was talking to one person, black person, and they're like, you gotta vote for the Democrats because Donald Trump wants to get rid of birthright citizenship for parents who have kids, but the parents weren't born but weren't citizens of America. And I said, good. And he said, oh, you can't do that. You can't. And I said, you fool. I'm thinking to myself, I said, you know something? This is why black people always used to do the menial tasks in America. Because they're too damn foolish. If you can think like that, I mean, if you can give 1 ounce of sympathy to people who are threatening you and threatening your job, who are actually threatening you. Illegal immigration doesn't threaten white. I mean, the working class white man, it'll threaten him. But whites are in a much better position economically. We gotta admit it. They're much better economically than black people in America. They'll manage. The illegal is gonna destroy the black man in America forever. And there ain't gonna be nothing anybody can do about it. And you think like that? And then he goes into something, oh, well, the 14th Amendment was there to stop slavery. And I'm thinking, you must be out of your mind. If you let this minivan into America now, with all those people from Honduras that you saw on that bridge, every last one of them are in America, in Manhattan, in Los Angeles, and Atlanta, and I'm going to tell you, if all those people that you saw on that bridge manage to come to America and stay, black people in America are done. 100, it's over. It's over. It's over. No more Martin Luther King. No more Rosa Parks. No more Malcolm X. No, it's done. It's done. 100%. They may even get rid of Black History Month. And there's only one other group of people who are so without honor, so unable to fight what's theirs, and that's the Canadian. That's the Canadian. That's the only people I know who I have to literally, it's like pulling teeth to try and convince them to fight for themselves. You got the Canadian who's got this big old country, the second largest, beautiful nation, resources everywhere. God gave the Canadian this beautiful country, and they take it, and they get all sorts of people to come and take over different parts of the country. The Canadians are being wiped out of Canada. 100%, just like black people. The illegal is going to wipe out black people. Just like Canadians are being slowly wiped out in their own country, same thing going to happen to African Americans. Same thing, unless they smarten up. So I am urging, and I'm not saying this to try and be facetious or nasty, I'm saying this because this is your last chance. This is your last chance. As I said, you saw that picture out there in Mexico. All those Honduranians on that bridge. If every last one of them make it to America, if half of them make it to America and get to stay, it's over. Yes, they're going to hurt every American, but especially the black man. It's done. It's over. You'll be an immigrant in your own country. So I'm urging black people, stop this foolishness about, thank God for Hillary Clinton. And by the way, forget about Barack Hussein. As far as I'm concerned, that man was a traitor. He was the worst thing that ever happened to black people. He is the worst president for black people than Woodrow Wilson. I mean, that man, when he was president, more black people on food stamps, unemployed. They were just nothing under Obama. At least under Trump, black unemployment is going down. At least. So I'm urging you to come out and vote for the Republican candidate who is going to stop illegal immigration. Vote for the one who's going to be the most strict on illegal immigration. This is for you, not for me. I'm not in America. Yeah, I'm a citizen of America. I can talk. I can say it because I'm a sick duel. But listen, it's not going to affect me. If y'all want to destroy your position in this country, which, by the way, you can say, oh, America's a racist country. Let me tell you something. There's no other country out there in the world which black people have a better standard of living than America does. I mean, even in Africa, you try moving there. You go move to Denmark, go move anywhere else, and see if they will accept you, Jacoboan self. I mean, America has been so good. I mean, yes, there's been slavery and all this sort of stuff, but my God, the amount of opportunities that are there for people in the country is staggering. Now, there's problems. I'm not saying that it's perfect. It's not perfect. Nothing is perfect. But I'm just telling you, you don't know how good you have it until you go other places. So go out in the polls. I don't care if you're in Harlem. I don't care if you're in South Central Los Angeles. I don't care if you're out there in Detroit. You got to punish the Democrats, which you have entrusted with your lives for years and years and years. And go back to your ancestors who voted Republican. And I can say, yes, when blacks in America were voting Republican back then in the 20s and before, yes, there was Jim Crow and everything, but you had black neighborhoods like Harlem, which were beautiful places. Black people weren't on drugs. Black men weren't abandoning their children. They weren't completely down and out. They stuck together. They were unified, and they had at least some money in their pockets. They had businesses and everything. Look it up. Now black people in America don't have anything. Thank you, Democrat Party. I urge all black people out there to go out and vote Republican. Vote to save your standing in the United States of America. This is the Arana Nation.